Welcome. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to Love and Soul. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? I'm so excited to be here again. Yes. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ro. I am a spiritual mentor, psychologist, yoga teacher, energy healer. I do everything about creating this safe space for us light workers and healers and creators to find rest and relaxation, and also empower ourselves to make a positive change in the world. Maite, hello. Thank you for being here. How's your day going? So it's 11:24 in the morning for me. Yes, it's an elephant. My lucky elephant. Yes. So today I want to tell you some things about what I'm working on, and also channel these energies and insights for us and in these moments. And yeah, lots of things are happening in the world, we know that. So it's always important to go back to our center, to restore our energy, our optimism, and continue showing up in the world. Yes, and I've been doing some somatic exercises in the morning. Like I like to combine EFT tapping with breath work and mindful movement to open up my heart chakra and feel all those good energies flowing. Yeah, Sunday mornings are very slow for me, so I usually wake up later and I do my own practice and meditate. So I want to set an intention for today's live stream, so everyone watching here is blessed with magic and joy and all the beautiful things in the world. So I'm asking my spirit guides to be here with us too, so we can co-create a lovely experience together. Yes. And of course, my Patreon supporters have a free reading today. So let me know in the chat if you would like a general reading or you have a question for that. And I'll do those readings after the first collective reading. Thank you, Sarah. Yes. So I've been working on this project, Soul Shine 2025. I sent an email to my community and to my patrons asking you about what is it that you feel like you need the most right now in your lives. It's a survey, just 3-4 questions, because I really want to put together something very relevant for everyone here. And as you know, I have like more than 400 videos, I think, on my channel, like for different topics. And right now I feel like I want to create like a curriculum, something more practical and step-by-step, so people can really benefit from that process. And it's inspired on my first program I hosted, the Soul Shine Experience, back in 2022. And I can't believe that I did that, like a whole program, a 4-month program, and it was great. And yeah, people have had fun. We had like little parties and calls together, but this time I'm thinking like I was thinking to ask questions directly to the community so I could really be in touch with what you really need. And right now in mind, I have, I want to record some sessions of somatic healing and some yoga, like very practical sessions and like my own methods that work on myself and have worked on some of my clients. So, yeah. Thank you, Farah. Yeah, I'm really excited because I'm pouring all my love into that. I know it's going to be great because it's based on what I have experienced myself and everything that has helped me be where I am today and feel confident in myself, my own voice, my abilities, and interacting with people, because to me, I prefer one-on-one interactions sometimes, or small groups interactions, but it's really great to feel confident that I can do this on a wider scale with more people too. And yeah, I need lots of alone time. I was telling my Ted the other time, I need lots of alone time, but also connecting with like-minded souls. It's beautiful. And I feel like this is a pattern among us light workers and change makers, because we are constantly processing different energies. We are like sponges in some ways, especially if you are like the explorer archetype. By the way, I have like some videos on my channel about the 7 archetypes. And I want to do that's going to be too in the program, more in-depth description and journaling prompts and exercises for each archetype, because each unique energy signature has a different process, and all of us have a different way of perceiving the world and making choices and what motivates us. So it's amazing. And yeah, really quickly, I'm going to show you the soul blueprint I'm working on. So it's like the soul chart, and it has like 8 or 9 components. So it's like a snapshot of your soul, and it's really exciting. You guys, I really love it, and I want to make this more available for the public, because it really changes lives. And this is based on different things, different teachings, like a synthesis of psychological frameworks and also spiritual frameworks. So I have distilled all of that into this soul chart that explores the aspects of your essence and your personality. So I don't know if you can see it here. Your soul chart. Wait. But it has like your soul archetype and sub-archetype, your soul age, your life goal, your relationship style, your ego defenses, your energy frequency and ratio, your processing hub, and your reality framework. And each of them has 7 different ways in which can be expressed. And yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I can't wait for you to see it, because it doesn't only help you personally, but it can help you know other people on a more deeper level and identify those patterns in your family, in your friends, your co-workers. Yeah, it's great. It has great potential. I know it. So yeah. And this is all thanks to you, my friends, for supporting my work here. And it's so yeah, I'm so happy that you're helping me out with your support through your messages and your Patreon pledge, your coffee donations. All of that helps me a lot. Yeah, because it takes time to kind of like develop and also adapt to the current needs of the world. But yeah. And in the program, I'm also adding modules for that, so people can learn that at their own pace and do the exercises and the tapping routines. And if you have been on my TikTok, by the way, I'm posting more on TikTok than on Meta and Instagram. I really don't I don't know. I just stopped posting on Instagram and Facebook because in a way, like Elon Musk bought that thing and I was like angry. I was angry. And also there are many bigoted people there, trolls and old people, like creepy people, you know, and I said, okay, I don't want to be here anymore. And I moved to TikTok and I've been posting some videos there. And I feel like the energies are more casual. There's less performance because you can just show up and record your video without much editing. So I feel like in Instagram people try to be super perfect with their posts and that, and I'm like, I don't know. So I'm just showing up on TikTok some days and recording shorts and some little tutorials. And yeah, I posted there. I'm starting with the 7 ego defenses or the 7 fears, because I feel like that's a huge aspect right now for us and for a society, like really recognizing what makes you react emotionally or, you know, being afraid. And when you realize what are you afraid of, no one else can manipulate you with that, right? And also you heal that, you begin to develop that self-honesty and say, okay, my biggest fear is to feel unworthy, to feel like I am not fulfilling my potential, or my biggest fear is losing control of the space I have, or the people, losing control of time, or feeling like I don't have enough. So each fear has a specific way of showing up in your life. And there's, for example, self-deprecation, arrogance, impatience, stubbornness, martyrdom, self-destruction, and what was the other one? There are 7, basically. I need to be aware of my triggers and reasons why, so I can change in a moment. Yeah. And I was telling my Ted that, yeah, we are brave because we are choosing to do that consciously. Like, yeah, we're choosing to be better people. We're choosing to be kind with ourselves and see those patterns, because it's uncomfortable, of course. It's uncomfortable to see those reactions and to also say, okay, where am I not taking responsibility over my reactions or my triggers or my own ways? I am a red flag, or I'm a bit toxic. Yeah, right. So yeah, that takes some guts and courage. But the easier, the more you practice that, the more you soothe yourself, your nervous system. That's another huge topic on the program in Soul Shine. We need to soothe the nervous system and help our bodies remember that in this moment we are safe. That there's not a tiger chasing us because you need to send an email or set a boundary with someone. It's not a tiger that's going to eat you. And yeah, we soothe the nervous system alongside this creating these new beliefs and neural pathways and affirmations and imprinting again something positive in ourselves. So it's amazing. Yeah, I'm really bringing together everything I know: somatic, emotional, intellectual, spiritual. So whoosh, yummy. And I was reviewing some of the answers on the survey. By the way, I'm going to send the survey here on the chat in case someone's watching and wants to help me out with this survey. It's just super short, 4 questions. But it's like, oh, I just forgot what I wanted to say. Wait, I'm going to take a sip of water. Yeah, I just forgot the idea. Squirrel brain. No worries, it will come back. I think I was talking about nervous system and bringing everything together. Oh, well, I'll post the survey first then. Okay. By the way, I'm contacting the people who are, so I posted that for the first 4 people that completed the survey, I was doing a special 30-minute live coaching session text coaching session. And for the rest of you who participate in the survey, I am offering a discount code for my shop. And I really want this to be like a co-creation too, because like your answers are really going to help me shape this program, so it's very helpful and relevant to your life. Compartir. Sharing. Okay, this is the survey. Oh no, that's not. Wait, how do I share this? Where's the link? I sent you a wrong link, I think. Okay, here it is. Copy link and paste. Yeah, there it is. Asking for feedback with the survey was a great idea to get people's input. Thank you. Yes. All right. Okay, now it's time for the collective readings, my friends. So get ready. Okay. I'm going to do it with my intuitive art supplies. I have my markers there and a combination of my cards and intuitive drawing. So okay, let's take a pulse of the collective energy now. So what I'm getting is so yeah, I have this feeling like it's like we're in this beautiful garden and it's a different garden than like what we've been used to. Like you planted a garden but it didn't work out, and now you're like cleaning everything and you're planting new seeds and they're growing. And I feel like this reflects a lot of the situation for some people, that they are kind of like questioning themselves, questioning their progress, and trying out new things, experimenting, and knowing that it's okay to start again. Like, just because your first crop was not a success, it doesn't mean that you're failing completely. You can try again, plan new things. And, you know, your failure teaches you more than your success. I'm getting that energy. That many creators right now, many people are reformulating their way of expressing themselves, and especially like I'm getting this AI thing, right? The AI innovation in this world that is, of course, it's not bad, but right now is in the hands of people with not so good intentions. So right now, creators and expressive people, their biggest strength right now is their uniqueness, their unique vibe, their unique energy that can be copied by a machine or AI. So it's you, it's your energy signature. It's your power right now. It's your power, and that's the energy I'm getting. Like, the creators need to step up and lead forward, lead with kindness, with intention, with authenticity, and to show the world that we really have this, you know, we carry the light, we carry a vision for a better world. And yeah, it's like this beautiful garden is blooming with us. And of course, gardening, if you know about gardening, you know it's tough work. It's daily work. It's, you know, getting yourself dirty and doing the stuff you need to do, because it doesn't grow itself. You know, you need to put in some effort. But the payoff is amazing. The payoff is beauty, is this community and richness, abundance, right? So that's what I'm getting. And yeah, it's like, it's not that everything is lost, but we are being called to work with what we have and to adapt to this new changing world, new situations. And that's our biggest capacity as human beings, our adaptability, and like really transmuting that inner trauma or insecurity. Once again, going back to the fears, like, yeah, when something new comes up, we are triggered because it's not familiar, because it shakes your foundations of your self-esteem, your self-love, and makes you reconsider your life and your identity. Like, where do I fit into this new paradigm? What's my job? Or what's my task? Are my gifts still valid? Is my energy still needed? And I'm getting especially that energy from the nurturer and catalyst archetype. And actually, all of the 7 archetypes are, you know, experiencing all of this. And this year, the energy is action oriented. It's like taking action. It's related to the protector, warrior archetype and the leader archetype. And that's why we are seeing so much conflict in the world, because everything is coming up to the surface. Like all of the shitty things of reality right now, of the system, are being transformed. That's why, yeah, we artists, we creatives, we still need to be in the forefront, sharing ourselves and sharing our vision for the world. And dreaming new dreams, because what we see now in this reality, in this time and date, like, this was dreamed collectively in the past. You know, everything starts with an idea, an imagination, a collective vision shared. And I was just getting this little nugget about the importance of historians and people who chronicle what's happening and do it with ethics, do it with love, with kindness, because everyone is here to serve the collective, not to serve selfish interests. And it's so important for us to really see the truth, like even if it's painful. So yeah, historians and journalists and writers who are very in touch with humanity, like we need you so much doing your thing, like asking people, interviewing people, learning from your community, keeping the stories alive, those old practices alive, asking your grandparents or your elders about their own childhoods and what mattered to them. Yeah, you majored in history. Yes. No, but it's wow, because yeah, we need to know what's happening, and we also need to pass on the truth to future generations. So yeah, everyone has a role in this world. If you haven't realized yet, everyone has an important role to fulfill. And yeah, it's your gift. And yeah, and even if you doubt yourself, I know that everyone, even if you're doubting yourself, even if you have the worst self-esteem ever, even if you think you have been traumatized beyond repair, you still have your beautiful intuition. You still are connected to your soul, to your essence, and you still can, find a way forward. So yeah. But it's wonderful. I'm almost getting chills about thinking, like, yeah, right now, I've always been saying this, if you have been on my channel, but the leaders of this new world are really the creators, the light workers, the visionaries, those who implement collective healing. Celebrity culture is dying. Billionaires are dying, sorry. CEOs, like greedy CEOs, are just, like dinosaurs. They're going to go extinct, sorry. But that's how it is. Like, they won't last forever. And they are replaced by good people who really want to make a difference. Those who don't know history are destined to repeat it. Yes, yes. It's so painful to see. I mean, you are a historian and you can tell us everything about that, how history is almost repeating itself, like for what we can see in the world right now. The parallels are crazy. The parallels between like 1945 or so with now, it's like crazy. And yeah, we need to learn our history. Reaping what one sows. Yeah, it's a statement. Oh my God, simply, yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm glad it resonates. And that's another reminder, because sometimes it takes a while to see the results of our efforts. But it's not that your efforts are lost forever. You need time. And it's like a beautiful sequoia tree, or anything good that grows in this world. It takes some time, and you need to enjoy the process, and enjoy the process, showing up day by day and nurturing your creativity, learning something new, connecting with your friends, with your community. So that's the beauty of life. It's not like just the end, because there's never a clear end goal. Life is this collection of mini goals all along the way. Yeah, it's just hard to see what's happening in the world right now. Yeah. And definitely, if you are empathetic, it's hard. It hurts on a soul level to see all of that. And yeah, there are days like I can't even look at my phone sometimes, because I'm like, no, this shouldn't be happening. And normalize crying, normalize being moved to tears by those things, and Normalize talking about that with your family or, you know, friends. And because we never have to forget what's right, you know, because sometimes we normalize that violence is happening around the corner, and it's like, oh yeah, it's part of life now. But no, it's wrong. It's just so wrong that people are dying, people are being killed. And but that's how, you know, we as creators really need to show up and share again what's good to counteract all that darkness. Yeah. And speaking of that darkness, like, yeah, that's what I told you about transforming the fears we have, because they show up in very sneaky ways, like those reactions we have, those resistances we have. Sometimes we project them onto people too. And right now, for example, this is like a snippet of the video about greed. Greed is another fear reaction, or let's say greed is a protection mechanism from the fear of not having enough food, or not having enough love, or not having enough resources, or not having enough money. And this ego defense is the worst right now for people in power, because they are greedy as fuck. Like, they are so afraid, you know. Remember that ego defenses are protections from fear, and the bigger these defenses are and play out in the world, you know that the person is afraid as fuck. Like, they are afraid, they are terrified. They can put on their facade of power and everything, but they are the most fearful people in this world, my friend. They are the most fearful people in this world. Because a person that is fully secure on themselves, they are not doing those things. They are not hurting people. They are not harming Earth or the animals. They are simply not doing all of that. And you realize that, yeah, even if we don't have maybe the resources or everything, but we have like a deep sense of self-love. We know what's right. We're not afraid. But yeah, it's like that defense mechanism, like ego defense of greed, it's really serious. And wait a second. I'm going to read some paragraphs of my ebook that I'm going to publish soon, because I'm writing some ebooks that I would like to release them like in order, but maybe one comes before the other. But I have one specifically on the 7 ego defenses and examples and EFT tapping for each defense. So I'm going to read you that part about greed. Yeah, greed is the mechanism of protection from the fear of lack. Not because you don't have, but because you fear you will lose what you already do. So greed is not about actual poverty. It's the feeling of never being safe, never being full, and always needing to secure more. Love, attention, time, money, food, energy. And transformation comes from shifting from the fear of scarcity to conscious appreciation and circulation. Circulation is the important keyword, because you can't hoard things. You can't try to hoard resources or love or everything. You need to share. So really transforming this fear is all about sharing love, sharing time, sharing resources, giving proofs that you're abundant. And instead of consuming, you need to create more. Like, people with this ego defense of greed, they really need to create more instead of consuming like entertainment or news or food, or you need to step into your role of creator. So yeah, instead of hoarding or clinging onto things, like, go into creative mode. So yeah, that's a bit of what's coming up in my ebook. Mm. Yes, thank you, Maite. Yeah, I'm like, oh God, I'm super, super creative this year, and I wish like I have another body. Like I would like to clone myself so I could complete all the things I want to. And yeah, that's one of the things I'm working on, like appreciating the progress I do within the circumstances I have, because right now I'm also dealing with some family stuff and my own mental health, and I need to pace myself and appreciate all my efforts. Even if I'm not like doing everything like completing all of the things I want to do in this moment right now, because I want it here, I want it now. That's another defense mechanism, impatience, by the way. Impatience is another defense mechanism. It can also be sneaky. Yeah, impatience is the fear of missing out and feeling that you're slowing down, or feeling like you're running out of time. That's what impatience protects you from. Yeah, again, that's also coming up in the ebook. But yeah, we all have these subconscious fears. Usually we have 1 to 3 primary fears that are more prominent in our lives. And one of them affects your goals, one of them primarily affects your relationships, and one of them primarily affects your physical body. Oh, Isabel, I love you. I love that you're here. Yeah, you made it. Do. Happy dance, happy dance. Do. Oh, my sweet friend Isabel. Thank you, Maite. Oh. Yeah, we do what we can with what we have. Yeah, but I'm really excited, and I know that you're going to love those ebooks. And yeah, because as I said, I am combining all of the healing tools that have really helped me to, transform my own identity, my sense of empowerment, my purpose, and I really want to share that more with others, because it's life-changing. It's life-changing. And especially right now, I know that many of us light workers are very emotional people. We live in our heart, in our emotions. We are connected to like our thoughts and ideas. We tend to intellectualize things rather than feeling them. And also we forget that we are also physical beings. So sometimes we neglect exercise or neglect our nutrition. So that's where somatic healing comes into play, because somatic healing really, the goal of somatic healing is falling in love with our bodies and remembering that we are not disconnected from our physicality. And, your body is so wise, like all of those little reactions you have, like gut feelings, like when you feel like your heart is sinking, or when you have like a little fainting sensation, all of these are signals from our body. Our body talks to us all day, and we just need to reconnect with that language, right? And develop that lovely communication with our bodies. And that helped me a lot, like when it was like 2014, 2015, when I had like my first spiritual awakening, and some of you already know about that, which propelled me into where I am today. And that awakening helped me see myself as this beautiful, innocent being of love, like one with everything, and remembering that everyone around me is the same. Like everyone is this pure soul, just trying their best in this material 3D physical world. Like each of us has a beautiful journey to complete, to fulfill, and yeah, I'm getting like emotional right now. But yeah, I mean, like we all have that capacity to really overcome the obstacles and just, you know, feel more love for ourselves. That's the ultimate lesson in the physical plane. That's what my guide said, that agape means that kind of like unconditional love, especially for the self. Because when we cycle off is the way of my guides to say we complete our earthly incarnations and then we reunite with our astral family, with our soul family, to continue other lessons as, you know, astral form. Or yeah, that's kind of like more advanced content, but basically agape, you know, is the final realization we'll have that I love myself, I love my life, I love this world. Yeah, it's all about love, basically. And another thing my guide says that, yeah, all these actions we do, everything we do is either a movement towards love or against love, like those polarities, love and fear. Love being the most expansive, fear being the most contractive state of being, or more restrictive. But even fear is part of love, because love wants to know itself, wants to know all the spectrum of reality, including, you know, the negative, which is fear. But once love realizes that, oh, fear just makes me smaller, then love chooses itself again. It's kind of like, wow, yeah. And yeah, those are the things I'm thinking lately. Oh, Isabel, by the way, I was showing my friends about the soul chart, the soul template I am creating, which has all these different facets of the personality. So it's kind of like my own synthesis, inspired by spiritual teachings and psychology and different things that have helped me. And I'm putting all together into this blueprint for people to find their own patterns and learn about themselves. So yeah, the essence archetype, the 7 ego defenses, relationship style, the ways you manage energy, your energy center, all of that. It's exciting. Oh, and I posted this link to a little survey I'm doing because I am revamping my Soul Shine program for this year. I want to make it very, very relevant for people's needs, for light workers' needs right now. Yeah, we're co-creating that together. So far, I have outlined the modules and I have created some content for the modules. So first module is going to be about restoring safety and wholeness with somatic healing practices and reclaiming safety in the body, reparenting ourselves, and releasing those generational imprints and systemic imprints. The second module is the soul blueprint activation. So it's all about the archetypes and your core needs and calling in your support circle of 12, like the positions some people fulfill in your life to really help you achieve your purpose too, and transforming the 7 fears, alchemizing all of that. The module 3 is embodied self-love, which is all about energy hygiene and emotional sovereignty and healing through art or rituals or intuition. So it's more about your own energy, your self-love, your boundaries too. And the 4th module, that's I'm still like defining it, but it's about soulful impact. So more about what you can do for the world. So choosing maybe a new career path or improving your own, what you're doing right now in your life. So you can really feel like you're thriving as a person and not only like a cog in the wheel of capitalism. Oh, perfect, perfect. Yeah, we love just you listening. So let me know, for those of you who are here, my patrons, you get your free reading today. So let me know in the chat if you would like a question, to answer a question here. Yeah. And there are other details in the description. For those of you who are not my patrons, you can still get a reading. Let's see. Modules are interesting. Yes. And it's like, it's going to be an ever-growing creation, because it's just like life, you know, the more things I also learn, the more I want to share. So I'm thinking on doing it like very flexible, so I can continue to add things into that program. So it's so exciting for me to do that. And yeah, the other day I was like asking my guys, okay, you guys, you have to help me. You have to help me create a fun project / business plan and revamping everything I have. And they were like, yeah, baby, let's do it. And I was like, writing. And like my process, my writing routine, or the way you can call it, is like, I have ADHD, so I have learned to befriend this part of me that works many things at once. Like, that's why I told you that I may be releasing the ebooks all at once, because I'm like, I'm completing this one and then this other, and I'm jumping in from each other and all around that. But that's how my brain works better. And by the way, I have this software called Scrivener. I don't know if you're familiar with Scrivener, but it's like a software for writers, and it has helped me really. Like, I have it since the pandemic, I think, and it's really fun for, you know, for like, it has like notes thing, like many cool features, and they don't get your info for AI. So yeah. That's really sad that AI is harvesting our creativity just like that. But yeah, as I said, what they can harvest from you is your energy, like your energy signature, your own vibe. Yeah, that can be copied by a machine. Well, at least not this year. I don't know. Crossing fingers. But yeah, I really hate that they started AI with art. Like, they should have done things to facilitate chores or daily life. Like, help me cook, help me clean my house, so I can dedicate myself to my art, and, you know, write and just live happy. Oof. So yeah, please like send me all of your questions about spirituality or intuitive living or everything you can imagine, because I am so passionate about sharing what has helped me. Like I could do this like for free all day, like literally. It's so good for me to do this. It's yeah. I like, maybe for some people I would be called like a workaholic, but it doesn't feel like too much work in a way. It's like play, but again, I need to rest, but it feels like play for me. So yeah, please complete the survey and add any other questions you have or what you're interested about, you know, tools to help you improve your mindset or heal your body. Yeah, I'm covering manifestation too, ethical manifestation. That's powerful. That's powerful. Ethical manifestation. And I've been playing with, I don't know if I told you, I'm playing with more manifesting for others, because it's like praying for others. It's like praying for others, but without the religious aspect. So for those of you atheists or agnostics or non-religious people, like ethical manifestation is really the way to go. Like if you want to approach it that way, that you are the universe, that you are the creator of reality, and you can help others achieve their dreams. It's so beautiful, and it feels like, yeah, it's like a humanitarian effort. So yeah, manifesting for others. And I did that as an experiment for a friend, and they got that manifestation. And I was like, whoa. It's like, I was kind of like blown away, but at the same time, it didn't surprise me, because it's all about, you know, trusting that it's already here, that what you want, the wish, is already here, and reality just needs to catch up, and you just need to trust completely. And especially when you're manifesting selflessly, when you're manifesting for something that is going to help others, like the universe is like, yeah, baby, I'm going to give you that, because it's altruistic, it's pure, it's a pure wish. Okay, hello, Jennifer. Oh, hello, welcome. Wow, Jennifer from TikTok. Is it you, or am I mistaking you from someone else? Sorry, because right now my brain is like, ooh. AI art is not wholesome somehow, though. Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. I'm really sad that really these AI developers started with the most like intimate thing in this world, like art. Art is, to me, is it should be like a faithful expression of your humanity. And I know that maybe for some people, you know, they could use AI art for mock-ups or for just getting an idea for a project, but even it's that way. I don't know, like, yeah. And especially now that those AIs that really copy people and make them do things, that's completely disrespectful and dehumanizing. And yeah, don't even get me started on that. Yeah. But really, I think, you know, real life human artists are still winning right now. They are still winners in this time and date. And in a way, AI has made me get more in touch with analogic entertainment. And I was telling some of you that this year, yeah, I haven't watched many movies and shows. Like, I think I just watched like 2 or 3 things this year. But I've been mostly in creative mode. Like, I've been writing, I've been working on this project, on Soulshine, working with clients, talking to people, hiking, being in nature, like connecting with my human self. And it's been great for my mental health, really. It's been great. Yeah, no one can take that away from me. Like, so yeah, this little thing here, this doesn't control you. This doesn't control you. So yes. And now that you're here, my friends, let me open this other space to channel some energy healing to you. You can try tapping here on your forehead, these points, and do some silent rounds of tapping. And just breathe. And you can firmly state that you are releasing any imprints or karmic debris or karmic toxicity that doesn't serve you anymore. Like, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. And we're now in Mercury retrograde, and according to some like astrologers, it's like we could have issues of miscommunications in the world and technological mishaps, and maybe people from your past trying to reach out, like someone where you know, someone you simply let go because they were toxic. So yeah, reaffirm here your boundaries, your sacred space, your sanctuary. This is your sacred home. And you're safe here. Yeah, definitely. I love all about nervous system healing and restoring safety in the body. You know, transmuting that fight or flight or fawn or freeze response. That's basic for foundational for us if you want to, you know, step forward as leaders and change makers. We need to soothe our bodies. We need to help our bodies remember that it's okay, it's normal to be seen, to be around other people. Yeah, the fear of being seen, the fear of being visible, because it carries a lot of, it can carry a lot of consequences in some ways. And I see some artists and creators resisting visibility because they're afraid of being canceled. And yeah, I know that it's something big in the world, like right now being canceled, but you know, like you can choose to be authentic and just decide that you're going to be authentic with yourself and express yourself the way you wish, and you will magnetize your community and your friends, and the rest doesn't matter. Like the haters, the trolls, they are like someone told me when I was a kid, I had to recite this poem in front of like 200 people in the school. And this person, like, they solved kind of like my stage fright in that second. It was so funny because they told me, you know, you just recite your poem and imagine that everyone watching you is a vegetable. Oh, that's a broccoli. That's a carrot. That's a cabbage. They can hurt you. And I kind of like went in with that mindset, and it worked. So of course you can try that experiment and think that some people are vegetables, especially the trolls and haters. So it's a broccoli scary? No. No, I love kind of like those psychological experiments or theatrical experiments. Yeah, these are also I just forgot the name, but it's a technique in therapy to dramatize people, psychodrama, yeah, to dramatize situations in your life. and kind of like find the humor in that. And that way your nervous system calms down and you are again in control of your responses. Yeah, that's fun. For stage fright, I was told to imagine everyone sitting there being naked. Oh no. I would be giggling with that one. I would be giggling. That's funny. I like my veggies. And I am vegan, so yeah, veggies. Give it to me. My lentils, my apples. Now I'm like seeing dancing vegetables in front of me. No. No. Yeah, it works really well. I'm going to get more water, so we'll break now. Be back soon. Okay, I'm back. It helps, believe me, and it's an excite, but we can go for naked veggies. Oh. Speaking of that, yeah, today I am having some salad for lunch, and yeah, my beans. Like I eat beans almost every day. Yeah, every day. because in the morning my breakfast is, I replaced oatmeal with tarawi. Tarawi is a Peruvian bean. It's like this like soft yellow color. It doesn't have a strong flavor at all, so you can cook it and blend it and make your own protein smoothie or whatever you want. And it's so super high in protein. It's really good. So I have that in the morning because I add, oh, it's so good. Like, I'm obsessed. One thing you have to know about me is that I eat the same breakfast. I've eaten the same breakfast for maybe 5 years. It's the same. Like, I don't change much. It's because it's less mental processing for me to just have like one specific breakfast to eat, and also lunch too. But I change my lunches and dinners, but breakfast is pretty much the same. It's tarawi with cocoa powder, Peruvian cacao, so the authentic, and seeds, mixed seeds, which can be chia seeds or linseeds, pumpkin seeds, and the one that the hamsters eat. I forgot the name of the seeds that the hamsters like to eat. I like those ones too. Walnuts and peanuts, dry cranberries. Yeah, lots of things, and some stevia for some sweetness. And I also add half a shot of espresso, like fresh coffee. And it's heaven for me. And cinnamon, yeah, cinnamon powder, heaven. I want to drink more smoothies this summer. Yes, mango smoothie. I love mango and lucuma. Lucuma is one of my favorites. Lucuma is a Peruvian fruit. It grows in the rainforest. And I think it's unique to Peru or South America, but lucuma is so good. Mango is good too. Oh wow. Sweet mangoes. Oh, yesterday I had like a strawberry smoothie. Yeah, strawberry smoothie. I have a friend that adds Oreos in the smoothie, and yeah, like in the last push of the blend, like of the blending, add some Oreos to, you know, break them down a bit, and it's so crunchy, like your crunchy smoothie, really nice, but super high in sugar. I hate that. Lily, long time no see. Oh my god. Oh, so good to see you. My friend, sending lots of love. Sending lots of love and healing energy to you and yours. I hope everything is going well for you. Lots of love. I missed you. Yeah, by the way, some of you here know me from Twitter, but I closed my Twitter like a year ago when Elon Musk got crazy, and it was so toxic to me to be in Twitter, and people are kind of like, I don't know, they are very, I didn't like that environment, so I just closed my account there, and I think it was the right choice for me, because this year I have also minimized my social media intake and I'm trying to be very, very intentional with what I do. So I only have TikTok now and YouTube, and I still have my Instagram and Facebook as a placeholder, but I want to also close them, but I have forgotten the password, and I need the password to kind of shut everything down. So I'll try to figure out that one. Oh, my soul sister, yes. Yeah. I talk here about the relief of missing out. Sometimes it's relieving to just miss out of some things, you know. And right now it's like, yeah, the world is like, it's constantly asking for your attention, and trying to suck you in here and there. But our bodies are not made for that. Like, yeah, and it's an illusion of being participating in different things, right? We can be everywhere all the time, all at once. And it's not good, especially for healers and light workers. And yeah, we care a lot for the world. We are the most compassionate souls, period. No one can argue with that. But you don't have to prove that you are a caring person by sacrificing your energy mindlessly, you know, for people who are not being reciprocal with you. Or, you know, there's like a lot of toxicity in Twitter. People just being mean, people misinterpreting you. It's really harsh. Yeah. You also use social media less than before. Yes. Oh, the name of the protein. I'm going to spell it. TARWI. 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 TAI. No. TARWI. TAR. HOTTOGO. You can take me, had to go. I love chaperone. Yeah, she's great. HOTTOGO. You can take me, had to go. My dear Lily, we were talking about healing and sacred spaces for us light workers, and restoring our energy and optimism in this godforsaken world. Right now it's so complicated, but yeah, here we are, showing up for what matters, standing up for what's right, protecting each other, protecting our sanity. And by the way, I am working on this sanctuary/healing program for healers and givers, and it's based on my 2022 program, the Ocean Experience. And I am updating everything and really sharing more tools of self-healing and nervous system resetting, rebalancing. So I'm super excited about that, and I have posted a link to a survey, so you can help me by completing it. And it's just 3-4 questions about what could be relevant for you right now. How can I serve you better? How can I share with you something that's really going to help you in your life, like very practically too. I'm wary of people's apathy and lack of conviction. Yeah, the apathy is the worst. Like, the sensitized people, they can't, like, yeah, their empathy is blocked. It's just completely blocked. They only care about their own selfish interests. They just can't see beyond what's, you know, their bubble. And apathy is a killer. Like, you can be a good person and everything, but if you just don't take action, nothing is going to change. Yeah. So, yeah, they won't even show up for themselves. That's really sad when people have lost their aim, lost their purpose. They have very little self-esteem. They are not even able to advocate for themselves. And it's a trauma response in many ways. And I have studied this because I'm a psychologist too. And yeah, these trauma responses are paralyzing. And it's even carried from birth, from our parents and other generations. And you know, we all need to talk about that, about how serious can be this generational abuse and systemic abuse. And yeah, for example, I shared a bit about the 7 ego defenses, which we create in our childhood to protect ourselves from feeling afraid, and like protecting ourselves from feeling worthless or feeling too different or feeling that we're running out of time or feeling like we don't have enough. So we create these defenses. And usually we inherit a defense or an ego mechanism from one of our primary caregivers. For example, if your mother was a narcissist, narcissism is arrogance on steroids. So arrogance is the ego defense from the fear of intimacy, of being seen closely, of being seen for all of your light and shadows. Arrogance is how you pretend that everything is right in your life when everything is actually crumbling down. And narcissists, they fear vulnerability. But if your mother was a narcissist, for example, nature usually makes you an empath. Nature or life or your own heart is so tender and sweet and kind, but you still kind of like carry that trauma, that mechanism of arrogance, but not the way you think. It's not that you feel better than others, but the arrogance in you may show up as shyness, feeling shy, feeling like you don't belong here, feeling like you are misplaced, feeling afraid of connecting to people on an intimate level because you feel like you are ugly or you are too traumatized or you are too different for someone else to understand you. Tarwi, that's a looping. Yes, that's the name. That's the Latin name, I think. Looping protein. You eat looping here, yay! Most likely, it's imported from Peru, unless you guys have tarwi crops in Germany. But yeah, tarwi. So in my program, I am going through all of those ego defenses and really getting to the root cause of them and how to transform those fears. And yeah, my ebooks too will be ready there. But right now, we can see that ego defense of arrogance in politics, in big CEOs or billionaires, and also greed. Greed is the other mechanism that right now is like has a chokehold on those leaders. It's really sad. But everything is a spectrum, right? All of these mechanisms, let's say those who are at the top kind of like mirror what's happening in very small ways within us, within, the collective energy. So right now, for example, some presidents really represent the absolute worst of people. Like, it's like we have this blatant example, like almost comical cartoon character villains in the world. So we can, as a species, as mankind, we finally learn the lesson You finally say, oh, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person at all. It's disgusting. They are so full of shit. I don't want to be this anymore. Never, ever, ever, ever again. Never, ever, ever again. And yeah, that's how we learn, sadly. It's how we learn as human beings. We need to see the polarity. And you know, my content is geared towards mature and old souls, and that's something I also share here on my channel, on my videos, about the soul ages, the different soul ages, like the progression of reincarnation. And it's a great framework to understand where are people coming from. So just like, you know, in our lives, you know, we first are babies, toddlers, then children, then teenagers, young adults, elders. In the same way, when our souls incarnate on this planet, we go through all those growth stages. And you can tell a 2-year-old child to behave like an adult. You can't. They just have this limited understanding of the world. And if they are making a mess, if they are throwing a tantrum, you just need to calm them down and, you know, teach them that's wrong to hurt other people. It's wrong to bite your friends or kick the toys of your friends and burn their playground. It's wrong to do that. Because yeah, right now the politicians we have, their souls are literal toddlers. Their souls are children. At best, they are like teenagers, hormonal teenagers that just want to play war or think they are like, oh, the big shit and everything, and puff up and pretend that, you know, everything is good. Like literally, the politicians right now are playing their games. They are playing war, like, oh. And it's terrible for the rest of us. And I feel like really this concept of soul ages is so relieving in many ways, because you understand that, yeah, they are coming from that limited perspective. Of course, not all young souls are bad. Not all baby souls are bad. There are very sweet baby souls in the world. For example, my grandma was a baby soul, and she passed away a couple of years ago, but she was a pillar of her community. She was so dedicated to her community, and I feel like she embodied the positive pole of baby souls, which is creating structure and traditions. And she was religious, yes, but she used religion more as like a way of connecting with her community. Of course, in the negative pole, a baby soul could feel like super, you know, arrogant and use religion to manipulate people and all of that shit. But at least my grandma, she tried to do good, and she was inspiring in that way. That was in her small town. There was a big celebration for her to commemorate her life and everything. So yeah, but now in the world, yeah, young souls are operating primarily from their shadow side, which is ambition, just, you know, mad ambition and trying to be at the top no matter what, trying to dominate others and exploit. But those of us who are mature and old souls, right, we are further ahead on the road, on the reincarnation road, and we have a bigger perspective, and we care. And for example, mature souls are all about relationships and empathy and creating communities and, you know, developing resilience and courage and and really going deep into the intimate part of the emotions and thoughts. Like empathy is basic for mature souls. It is like your breath, your air. And actually, this is the paradigm we are now transitioning into, a mature paradigm. Like we are now seeing like this fall of Rome, this fall of the US. It's literally the young soul paradigm ending. Like, you guys, I am serious. It's just ending. And in 40 years from now, it's going to be totally different. The world is going to be almost unrecognizable. So yeah, lots of things happening. But as I said, mature souls are going to lead this new world. And old souls too. Like I am an old soul, for example. And as old souls, we kind of like care about these global themes and humanitarianism and philosophies and feeling part of everything, feeling the life and feeling the love in all sentient beings. And I think that's what we have in common with the mature souls. Like we are kind of like the teachers of the soul ages, the reincarnational cycle. We are the teachers because we have lived already the baby soul life, the young soul life. In my past, I have probably been, I've been everything. I've been a witch. I've been part of the Inquisition. I've sent people to war. I've killed people. Like I have done that. Like my soul has done that. And now, like, I am choosing the positive pole of existence. Now I want to save people. I don't want my warriors to go into war. No, I love my warriors. I love my poets, my creators, my kings, my leaders. Like, yeah, it's all about, for me, creating sanctuary and rest and offering tools of healing. So yeah, that's what we learn as human beings right now. But yes, let me know what you think about this, or if you have questions about. We got into this topic of reincarnation. Oh, and by the way, in the program, I'm also adding a module for you to learn channeling, because I want to teach you how to channel your own essence, your spirit guides, to really get yummy insights yourself about past lives, about future lives. So yeah, I'm so excited when I'm telling you, like, this is the best thing ever. It is the best thing ever. So please help me completing the survey if you haven't already. And you also win a discount code for my shop. And by the way, if you want to support me, I have a Patreon where you can pledge a monthly amount, or coffee for single donations. And all the links are in the description. I also have my PayPal link there. And right now in my shop, I have some guided meditations there. What else? Yeah, those guided meditations. And yeah, very affordable there. And all my content here on YouTube is for free, and TikTok too. Yeah, I love like putting out everything I can. Like, oof, that's good. And I wanted to be very transparent here about like my way of working, in case some of you want to do something similar in your own ways, because being a content creator, it's a journey. Like it has its ups and downs. Of course, it gives you plenty of flexibility, but you also have to be very disciplined and kind of like have like, sorry, I'm burping. Kind of like have, a clear goal and a a system to do this. And those are the things I've been learning these years. And that's why I'm also doing this program, because it's also a way for me to help me get a stable income and predictable income moving forward, because I have other ideas in mind, and also improving my living situation and lots of things, and I need to be more committed to that vision. So yeah. And passive income streams, like for us creators, is also important. Yeah. So right now I'm like in the middle of it, and I am like learning along the way. And in some future I will also love to share more about that particular side of this part of my business. Thank you for all that you do, Ro. I admire you so much for it. Oh, thank you. That means a lot, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm learning as I go. I'm like, yeah, I don't have anything figured out. No one ever does. Like we are learning, we're improving, we're testing out new things, and yeah. And yeah, thank you guys for your support. It really means a lot. So yeah, I like, this helps me, with this program too. I want to reach people who really need this kind of, these tools, like this information, this perspective. It can be so healing. Like, it's basically a reminder that we're not alone. For example, with the channelings I share, it's, my guides say humans need to hear truth. Like, it's a basic need. It's like air for us. It's like oxygen, because truth is so important for us, and we need to hear truth in different ways until it finally sinks in. So yeah, all of us who are creators, we share truth, and all of us have a unique style of sharing and conveying that truth. That's why it's so important that everyone shows up and shares themselves, because you never know who you can be helping. Your words, your art can be that aha moment that a person needs right there to change their life, or to heal themselves, or to restore their faith in humanity, restore their faith in themselves. So yeah, we're all here with this purpose, with this beautiful purpose. And I know that, yeah, sadly in this world, one of the main obstacles to sharing your dreams, your gifts, is resources, is money. My radical view of the world is that in a good world, money would be, this concept should be completely transformed. Like we simply could share resources without feeling like we owe things, like we owe a monetary exchange or something. But yeah, right now, yeah, we need resources and money in that way. So I know that's a limitation for many people, and for many good people, like kind people, feel unworthy of having more or earning. And especially for psychics and healers, and in a way it's also hard for me, and that's a limiting belief I'm also transforming, and I've been transforming all these years, because on one hand I love this work so much, and I'm telling you, I do this for free. I could do this for free all day, but at the same time I need to sustain my life and think about my own future. If I want to start a family, if I want to, do other things like buy a house, and yeah. And many creatives like sell themselves too short, or yeah, I hate that word, selling yourself, but it's kind of the word we have to use in this world, in the system. But I feel like, for example, Patreon, like a membership, is a flexible way for me to earn. and also this program I'm creating, and offering for people who really need it too, and people who also can maybe pledge more or help more would also cover the membership of those who can't, because I really want to make this available for everyone. Yeah, that's my wish, my ultimate wish. And working also transforming this how can I say it, because those of you who are in the spectrum, you're ADHD or autistic, we have a hard time to fitting into this way of living and existing. And it can be hard to explain that to people who are not in the spectrum, because we are met with, oh, you are making it up, oh, you should just work harder, you should just have more willpower. And it's so invalidating. It's sad. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it, because countless of times I've heard that. And it hurts really when people tell you that, like, they just don't know you have like a different biochemistry, and it's not like our fault to do that. If I want to push myself hard, like I can't physically do some things, and I'm trying my best, of course, but still, it's like working with what we have, like with the body we have, with the conditions we have. Some of us have chronic illnesses too, invisible illnesses. Yeah, we still matter. We still are here. We're simply worthy of love because we exist. And that's another thing I promote here on my channel and my community, that we are unconditionally loved and accepted just as we are. And I wish this was normalized. It was normalized, that this undeniable validity of us as human beings, as souls. I feel proud of myself, because this year I have found a rhythm of doing things and completing projects and working with my clients. And I'm also reevaluating the way I work with one-on-one clients. So the way I'm going to take in new clients from now on, like one-on-one clients, is through this program, through this membership. So all of my members there are going to have access to me one-on-one if you choose to. So you will have like different options, of course, because I know that everyone participates in a different way. So I'm not going to ask you to join group calls if you don't want. But there's going to be a possibility of group calls where we can talk things, and also one-on-one calls with me. But I'm mainly going to put in so much content and journaling prompts and videos and exercises and more private things that I could post on YouTube, of course. I could post it completely free, but I also want to own, like, I want to honor myself, like, my own time and my expertise. So I'm putting that in the membership. And also more specific techniques that need like more background information. So if I just post it on YouTube and people don't have like the background, they maybe are not going to reap the whole benefits of it. So yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, that's another thing I've learned, like from observing my own mentors and some teachers and other course creators, the way they work too, because yeah, it's great to work one-on-one with clients, but at the end of the day you just have like this amount of hours in the day, and you could also serve more people if you package your expertise into some courses or programs too. And yeah, I'm also thinking about prioritizing my health too, and taking care of myself. And yeah, for me, for example, it's so important to have this exercise routine that's like a non-negotiable. Another burp. So it's like, it's really therapy for me. And those of you who have ADHD, I know you like heavy workouts. I know you love running, or many of us really love those hard, like maybe not hard, but you just like to sweat, and you just like to feel like your body did something, and you like, it feels so rewarding, like you're getting your dopamine, your oxytocin, and all of the good things there. And yeah, exercise soothes me, calms me, helps me be ready for my day and to be creative and more focused on my work. Okay, I'm going to bring my cards now. I have these two decks today. The Spirit Animal deck. I think you are familiar with this. And Starseed Oracle deck. This one here. And I want to pull a card as a little message for the day to reflect on. Oh, and by the way, reminder that my Patreon supporters on these live streams, you have access to one reading here, one free reading. So to just put in the chat if you have a question, or just say, I want a general reading. Okay, a little message for today. Hira Eth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Oh, yes. And this reminds me that during these weeks, I don't know if you are having like a very like rich, vivid dreams, or you feel like your dream life, your imagination is kind of like heightened. So that's another thing. Yeah, dreams are so crazy for me these days. Like, I am having dreams about, like, in chapters. Sometimes I get these dreams in chapters, like things that are happening, or me as a person that I am not, like, how could I say that? It's like I am from the perspective of another person, right? And I am like maybe in another time, going through things and that. And dreams like really help you like integrate aspects of your personality too. So if you don't keep a dream journal, please start keeping your dream journal. You've been having very vivid dreams recently. Oh, that's so interesting. Yes. The collective energies are very like bubbly and effervescent. How you pronounce that word? Yeah. And this longing for home. By the way, this feeling is very familiar for many of us, like longing for home, especially for mature and old souls. And because we mature and old souls tend to be born in families who are baby souls or young souls and don't always share our same perspective and outlook about reality. And it can be very hard to, you know, have parents that feel more immature than you, and kind of like you become the parent to them. So we long for community of kindred spirits. We long for reuniting with our soulmates. We're homesick for that sense of soul family. And yeah, and also kind of like some of us who may be on our last lifetimes on earth, that we feel this calling for what's next. We feel that calling from our soulmates who have already cycled off, who have already finished this cycle of incarnations. And, you know, we can feel the pull towards, you know, that energy, that spirituality. That again, we are here. That's our reminder that we are still here. We're still working through some stuff, and if we are alive, we have stuff to complete, to finish. Like, we have lessons to learn. That's another theme in my life that is so important, to magnetize my soul family, and kind of like just telling you, like, you are not alone. We are not alone. We are here. You know, even if we're like in different parts of the world, we are still connected through our soul, through our energy, and it's so magical. And that's honestly, that's the most beautiful thing about the internet, I think, and it makes me so emotional that you can find your people online. And, you know, online friendships are not less than real or physical world friendships, right? They can be very, oh, 111. Angel message. 111. Yeah, soul family. Soul family. And I'm going to pull a card from this deck. Oh, be spirit. Sweet results await. That's a lovely confirmation. I love it. Yes, give me that. Give me that. Sweet results. I just remember there's like a TikTok sound, like, oh my god, TikTok it's super funny. Like when you use it the right way and you're not doom scrolling, you come across really creative TikToks. And there's one, like a sound, like when like someone hot appears. People do edits of some people, like boom shakalaka, yes god. That's so funny. And if you're using headphones, like rest in peace, poor ears, because it's like boom shakalaka. This primal scream. It's so funny. Oh wow. The memes like, oh wow. The memes about my generation in the hospice home, like imitating like TikTok sounds, and the nurse saying, "Okay, grandma, let's get you to bed." Oh no. Oh no. Okay, sweet results for us. Creativity. Oh, I have this calendar that sends me tips for my cycle. I'm like in my luteal phase now, and it's telling me about my mood, about yeah. Oh, this is super good for us who are women. Tracking your cycle for your creativity too, like everything falls into place, like you befriend your own cycles. It's telling me to avoid coffee during this time. Caffeine increases your cortisol levels. Yeah, I know. But I won't stop my daily cup of coffee, just one. It can worsen the symptoms of premenstrual syndrome. I know that. You don't have to tell me. Replace coffee with herbal tea. Yeah, I know that. I know that too. I am doing that. In fact, this year I had a skin problem here. I got pimples like out of the blue. I never get pimples, but I'm getting like hormonal acne. And I was starting to worry. But I started drinking spearmint tea, and it's been good. What app do you use to track your cycle? Now that you asked that, I have two, but I've been wondering about my personal details, but I think these apps are safe. I'm not sure. But I use Mia, M-I-A, Mia, and MyFlow. I think Mia is easier to log in your information. It's more intuitive, I think, but MyFlow also has fun insights, like for like different areas of your life, like love, sex, relationships, creative work. Yeah. Oh, Christian, hello. Welcome. Hey there. What's going on today, Sunday? Hope family's good, my friend. Sending love. I got this message for today: longing for home and homesick for the stars. And I feel like it resonates a lot with old souls. And this confirmation that sweet results await. Big soul hugs. And I have my 2 quartzes here. I usually meditate with these 2. Like recently I'm picking these 2 for my meditations. And these are great too if you want to just relax and lay down in bed and put this on your forehead or your heart chakra. Wonderful messages today. Thank you. And I've been sharing today about different techniques like healing techniques, somatic healing, archetypes, and all of those tools for us light workers to really empower ourselves. And you know what? I feel like, honestly, like what we as human beings need the most right now is just hope, right? It's like a confirmation that everything is going to work out no matter what. And we may not be able to see, ahead of the curve, but it doesn't mean that the road has ended, right? Like, we're constantly adapting and trying new things, and that's the essence of being human right now. It's just this experimentation and showing up every day, just doing what you have to do, and caring for your family, caring for your friends. Like, those things holding on to those things, like, it's so relieving. It's just, and especially now that, we live in this information era where everything is asking for our attention, and we just can't be everywhere all the time. We have to also return to ourselves. And yeah, because it feels like we're spinning all directions and forgetting about ourselves and about our center. That's why I'm here and sharing all the things I do and all these tools and EFT tapping and somatic movement somatic movement. That's going to be in the program too. Lots of those little sessions to activate your energy, your nervous system, to rebalance all of that. I used to host my yoga classes via my Patreon membership, but I stopped last year. After 5 years doing that, like, it was a total, like, I love doing that Saturday, like twice a month or so. It was super fun. But now I'm like kind of like reconsidering my approach to that also. It's probably going to be in the membership too. Intaka. Yes. But energy healing and manifesting good things for ourselves and the world. But I was doing a meditation about manifestation and how to live in this state of your wish fulfilled. Like, it was like boom, like it's just it's realizing that you are the energy, like you are the creator, you are an extension of the universe, and it's your birthright to manifest a good life for yourself, for your loved ones, and create change in the world. That's what I am so locked in with this project, and offering good people like really life-changing tools to heal themselves and transform their fears from the root. So you can create what you want to create. You can show the world who you are. You can, join humanitarian efforts, or join creative efforts, or even if you want to get into politics, even if someone here wants to get into politics at some point in their lives, like, I want you to be we want you to be rooted in integrity, rooted in kindness, like have that very, very clear from now. And it starts with being very honest with ourselves and with our fears, and transmuting that energy, like, those ego defenses and limitations. And I am like really sharing my progress in real time with you, like, and I want to make more TikToks about it. By the way, if you haven't seen me around on Instagram and Facebook, it's because I am on TikTok now. I prefer TikTok these days. It feels more casual and conversational, and there's like less performative energy, like also less trolls in a way. I don't know. I find like TikTok trolls are gentler than Twitter or Instagram trolls or Facebook trolls. Like all of them have their flavor. Like the Uruguays. Like, yeah, to me, it helps me a lot to dramatize things. So trolls are like literal Lord of the Rings trolls. For me, I see them as that. Like, I don't even bother. Like, yeah, they don't generate a reaction in me anymore. They are just meaningless. Bye. So, yeah. But yeah, it's like, I see some people, some good people getting into like internet arguments, and like, it's a noble effort to try and help someone change their minds, but 90% of the time they are just, you know, completely resistant to change, and you're wasting your precious energy, and you get angry and resentful, and it ruins your day. So the other day I was kind of like cleaning my, so I still have like my Facebook and Instagram as a placeholder for my Love and Soul 7 account, because sometimes there are impersonators. I would feel so bad if someone takes that handle and tries to pass as me and scams people. I think that's the only reason I'm keeping those accounts there. But the other day I posted I posted a post. I wrote a text about Luigi Mangione on my Facebook, and I got some likes and everything. But then this woman came, like, it was an old Facebook friend, and this old woman came and started like, who are you? Like, you pride yourself in sharing healing and everything, and you're defending a murderer. What about the children and the wife of the sea? Oh. And I was like, all right. Thank you for showing me your true colors. By the way, in this house, we support all efforts of good people, and I support the presumption of innocence. I support Luigi Mangione. But yeah, it was like a good thing to do for me to make that post, because it also cleans my friend list. So yeah, I wasn't expecting that from that woman. I thought she was kind of like more compassionate, more big picture thinker, but wow. Yeah, there are a lot of things in the world happening right now. And I don't know. I grieve for people who feel like trapped and unable to make a difference, or just paralyzed by the system and completely oppressed, and just, you know, all these cries for help are silenced. All these cries of help, for peace, for healing, are met with shame, with complete disregard, complete apathy, and it's heartbreaking. Like right now, I'm like, oh, it's like in your soul you feel that. So I will always support people who try to make a difference. And, you know, because we are all familiar with desperation, like extremes of desperation and pain, and yeah, I mean, like, if you're not able to empathize with that, I don't know if you can call yourself human. um, But yeah, I'm wondering, like, if I like delete completely my Facebook and Instagram, they still have my info, right? I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, really, at least like, about privacy concerns, like, I am a good person. I am transparent. Like, I share what I want, and I'm like, I'm not doing shady stuff to fear like some FBI agent. But still, it's really shitty that they keep people's information for their own gain. It's really shitty they do that. Anyways, my friends, how are you feeling? Are you grabbing a snack or something hot and warm, or a fresh smoothie, a fresh juice? Yeah, I'm like, also I noticed that they demonetize some of my content. Like the other day I posted something that I think I just briefly mentioned war, and they told me like I couldn't monetize this post, and I'm like, but yeah. Completely share that feeling on Twitter, trolls being more aggressive. It seems TikTok is guarding its space much more strictly. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and Twitter being primarily like texts, and people are so quick to reply. They pile on and just, do this raids, or they attack creators all at once. And the bots, especially, there are like many bot accounts that they're just there for rage bait, and that's the most awful thing, because they hire people or they program bots to simply be contrarians, and other people come in and try to argue with this stupid troll that doesn't really care. They're just being paid, but it generates engagement for the post. So that's another thing to remember if you are about to engage in a conversation. I just finished eating a salad for lunch. Yay. Yummy. I'm glad I'm keeping you company while you eat your yummy lunch. Speaking of that, yeah, it's 1:31. Yummy lunch. I'm going to get a coffee before my lunch. Yeah, I'm going to reward myself in my coffee. No, but yeah, I'm like, as an old soul, I feel like I carry some sass, from previous lifetimes, and I'm like, I feel like I also now my middle-aged version, but yeah, my 50-year-old version that doesn't give a fuck about, negativity, about, toxic trolls and that. So I am kind of like harnessing that energy for my present moment to like let it go away. Like I don't like, I'm not tolerating that kind of energy in my life. I'm holding my boundaries, at least in the online spaces. I think it's easier because it's not like literal people in, trying to attack you. But yeah, like in some communities it can get really toxic, and people losing the plot, people getting into fights among themselves, and yeah. Try to get more water. Little break. Boom. Okay, I'm back. Put on a sweater because it's getting cold. Personal information really is a human rights issue. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Two people consider that. Yeah. yeah, they just don't care. They just see us as, it's basically dehumanization. Like, let's call things for what they are. Like the moment they, okay, can you hear me now? Yeah, I think I turned it off. Oh, yeah, I was saying that, yeah, they are dehumanizing us when they stop. Okay, can you hear me now? Yeah, I'm losing my battery. I think my mic is it's not charged. But can you hear now? Can you hear now? Yeah, I think I'm like, it's just 1% battery. Wait. Now you can. Perfect. Okay. Okay, now you can hear me. Yeah, it's getting laggy right now because I'm my battery is almost gone. So I think me now. Okay. Yeah, you guys, I had so much fun today, but I have no more battery. I need to charge. Okay. Yeah, goodbye, my friends. Thank you so much for being here and for your time and for your beautiful energy and your. Okay. Yeah, it's dying. Lots of love. Goodbye. Ciao.